Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Creations of Bile and Robert's Death Guard. So the story that we've got going on here is that to the Imperium, to the average Imperial citizen, the threat of chaos is a monolithic threat bearing down upon Terra, upon its citizens, and causing existential dread as well as actual physical dread as they start coming through, chewing through the stalwart Imperial defenders as they fight together against the Imperium of Man. The truth, though, is that oftentimes the warbands of the Chaos Gods find themselves at odds with a difference of opinion as to what actually should be going on. And very often, as a 10,000-year-old super soldier might find themselves doing, the answer is violence. So these two warbands have found themselves on a planet here. The Bile has sent his forces here because he wanted to set up a laboratory here to further his research, and the Death Guard have decided that this is a place that they needed to get a foothold in to allow them to further their aims, and the two sides have come to blows. We are going to be playing the Recover the Relic mission, which is the first mission in the Nephilim GT pack. Essentially, there are 6 objectives on the table here. 4 in No Man's Land, 1 in each of our deployment zones. It's the hammer and anvil style here. It is, you score points starting the second one. If you hold 1, you score 4 points. If you hold 2, you score an additional 4 points. And if you hold more than your opponent, you score an additional 4 points. There's also, you do not receive your CP at the beginning of the game or at the beginning of the turn unless you are holding an objective in No Man's Land. So that very first turn, neither of us is going to be receiving a CP from it. We will both be without, and that's fine because neither of us have, as you will see, have any forward any infiltrating units that are able to sit on those objectives. We have also chosen 3 secondaries each. I have chosen specimens for the spider, give me points for killing his units, including his characters. I have also chosen raise banners high and behind enemy lines. My opponent has chosen spread the sickness. He has also chosen no prisoners and assassinate. So he's going to be trying to kill basically everything that I have is what his aim is, but also mine. So that should be fun to do. But that is the mission. That is the story. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Creations of Bile, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, I have a Master of Possessions, I have a Lord Discordant, and I have a Dark Apostle. We have 2 10-man Cultist squads. We have a 5-man Legionary squad. We have a 5-man Raptor squad. We have a 2-man Obliterator squad. We have 2 Venom Crawlers. We have a 2 5-man Possessed squads. We have a 10-man Chosen squad. And last but not least, we have a 10-man Terminator squad. And for the Death Guard, he'll be running a battalion detachment and a super heavy auxiliary detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have a Malignant Plague Caster and a Lord of Contagion. We have 3 10-man and 2 5-man Plague Marine squads. We have a 10-man squad of Poxwalkers. We have a Tallyman and a Foul Blight Spawn. We have 3 Rhinos. And last but not least, for the Super Heavy Auxiliary Detachment, we have a 3-man squad of War Dog Brigands. Going over deployment now, we've got a squad of Possessed on this side, along with the Chosen right up on the line. Behind the Chosen, we have my Dark Apostle. We've got a squad of cultists back over here, along with my big booty spider, the Venom Crawler. Up closer to the line, but not quite on the line, so you can't target him that first turn there. I've got my Disco Lord, along with a squad of Legionaries, my Master of Possessions, my 10-man Terminator Brick, a second big booty spider, and the second squad of Possessed over there. And then I've got another squad of the whatchamacallums, the cultists back over here that will be able to hopefully move up onto that other objective over there. I have my Raptors, and my Obliterators are going to be in Deep Strike. Going over deployment here for the Death Guard, we'll start with the non-Death Guard. We've got his 3 War Dogs over on this side, over on this flank here. We've got a 5-man Legionary squad up front here. We've got 2 Rhinos. Inside of each of them is a 10-man squad of the Plague Plague Marines. That's the words I was looking for. Thank you. I then have, he has over here another 5-man squad of the Plague Marines, along with all his characters hiding behind the wall over there. We've got another Rhino full of Plague Marines, as well as some Poxwalkers over there. So everything for his is either on the table or inside of his tin cans. I just have the Obliterators and the Raptors up in Deep Strike Reserve. So we will now roll off to see who will have first turn over here. I rolled a 2, my opponent rolled a 5, so we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn number 1. All right, movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn number 1. Everything kind of shuffled up here. The Plague Marines kind of moved up onto the objective over here. The Rhino moved up here to block. The character over here did advance to get up behind the Rhino over here. These guys just kind of shuffled around a bit, just moving up, not quite a lot, but just moving up a bit. Everyone kind of shuffled around back over here. The Malignant Plague Caster kind of stayed where he was back over there. The Foul Blightspawn stayed back where he was. The Malignant Plaguecaster actually advanced to get up back over here. The Poxwalkers moved up onto the objective. They are going to be spreading the sickness over there, so that will end because they are OBSEC at the end of his turn. And the Rhino also moved up to block over on this side. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so starting off here, his Malignant Plaguecaster is going to cast. What is he going to go for?
Go Miasma onto the Rhino.
Miasma onto the Rhino over there. That goes off on a 7. All right. And then Putrescent Vitality onto the Poxwalkers. Does not go off on a 5. We're going to start with, in the shooting phase here, with his front guy over here. My opponent spent 2 CP to basically just marker light my my chosen over here. The Knights will, any shots that go into them will get exploding 6s into them, which is pretty good. So we're going to start with the front guy over here, firing into them. We're going to go with the Gatling Cannon first. All right, so these are going to be hitting on 3s. Looking for 6s. Okay.
So we got it.
Does get a bunch of 6s there, which is pretty good. So he's got 3 6s there. So basically everything hits, including, well, with the misses there. Yep. So these are now going to be strength 6, right? So 3s to wound.
Yep. Looking for 6s.
Alrighty. No 6s to wound. No 6s to wound there. So that's going to be 5, 8. Yep. Into me over there. AP -2, which becomes AP -1 because of the Armor of Contempt. And I've got 3 guys on in cover over there. So these are going to be 3 guys. That's going to be 9. Yep, I can't. These are 1 damage apiece or 2 damage? 1 damage apiece. So these are going to be looking for 3-up saves for the guys in cover. Making all but 2 of them. So 1 guy will be down to 1 wound. And now his stubbor's going to fire over here. All right. Does get a 6, so that will explode with the miss there. So it's going to be 4 hits. 3s to wound because it's strength 5. That's going to be 1 wound. AP nothing, so 2-up save in cover over there. Of course he does that, of course. And now he's got his Melta thingy over there. No hits there. Okay, fair enough. And now his next one's going to do that over there. He's going to do the exact same shots into him. So again, hitting on 3s, 6s explode. Okay, getting 2 6s in there. And these are now going to be, again, wounded on 3s.
Looking for 6s.
6s get extra AP, though.
And damage.
And damage. So it's going to be 1 6 there. It's going to be AP -3 and 2 damage. So let's do that one first. So it's going to be AP -3 and 2 damage. So this is looking for, becomes AP -2 in cover. So 4-up save. Don't make that one. So one's going to be down to 1 wound. And then we've got 7 in there. So there's only 6 wounds. Or no, there's only 4 wounds left. So unfortunately, I've got to take this 4 at a time in the cover. Looking for 3s. Okay, so 1 guy's going to be dead and 1's down to 2 wounds. Good on that one. And good on that one. So the 1 guy is going to be down to 2 wounds. And the Melt is going to go next. Nope, not meant to be that type either. And then we'll just go straight into the Stubbers. Okay, 1 hit. No wound. And here comes the 3rd and final of the boys here. The War Dogs is the word I was looking for there. All right, so it's going to be 3 explosions there. Pretty good. These are now going again, wounding on 3s. The 6s do extra stuff there. All right, so there's going to be 1 with the extra there, and then 4 others. So we'll do the 4-up save with that the 1 6 there. Don't make that one, so that guy's going to be dead. And then I've got 4 saves on AP -2, right? So these are going to be 4-up saves because of no cover. Making 3 out of the 4, not bad. And then we got the melted shots from that last guy. That's going to be 1 explosion there, so 2 hits. And then 2s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP -4, which becomes AP -3, so 2 6-up saves. Full faces! Nope, not getting either of them. So the first one, what's the damage?
D6.
Oh, that's right, D6. So the first one does not kill the guy, so it will just...
CP then.
You want to spend a CP?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, going to spend a CP, his last CP over here. Back into the 1, of course it is. And then the last one will kill that guy. All right, and that's going to be it for the Death Guard turn here on turn number 1. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Creations of Bile here on turn number 1. All right, so that's going to be it for the movement phase here for the Creations of Bile. Let's show you. Actually, I forgot to show you. Phil, you know your things. Anyway, for the movement phase here for the Creations of Bile, my infantry, my cultists stayed back here. They're going to raise the banners on this objective here. Over here, my what are they called? Possessed moved up onto the objective. They're going to raise banners over on this side. The Chosen advanced up over here. They did get illusory supplication put onto them at the beginning there. They advanced up over here, as did my Dark Apostle behind them. My Disco Lord just moved up over here along with the big booty spiders. They just moved back over here. My Terminators advanced up, as did the Possessed. The Cultist advanced up onto the objective. My Legionaries moved up onto here. They're going to raise the banners. And my Master of Possessions moved up over here. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. All 3 banners are being raised. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. First thing my Master of Possession is going to do is he's going to cast Mutated Invigoration onto my Chosen over here. So looking for a 6. He gets +1 for, he has the Eye of Tzeentch, so he's going to have +1 to his cast. He also has +1 because of the big booty spider over there. So that is going to be undeniable because of the Eye of Tzeentch. Any natural roll of a 9 is undeniable. And now he's going to cast Pact of Flesh onto them as well. That is also undeniable. So I will get a guy back. Cool.
That's exactly.
And now my spider over here is going to start us off in the shooting phase, firing into his rhino. So we're going to have 6 shots here, hitting on 3s. That is going to be 5 hits. Looking for strength 6, so 5s to wound.
Yeah.
That is going to be, wow, okay, 4 wounds. At AP minus something. Oh man, AP minus 2, so +1 because of Armor of Contempt. So looking for 4-ups. So that's going to be 6 damage. Second spider is going to do the exact same thing into him as well. Okay, pretty good hits there. I need those for the wounds though. 5s to wound. Okay, getting 2. So 4 more. 4s. Oh, getting 1, so he's going to be down to 2 wounds. And now my Disco Lord is going to fire into him with his Bale Flamer. So it's going to be 2d3 plus 2 shots. So that's going to be 4 shots coming in over here. These are strength 7, I believe. 6. No, 6. So looking for 5s to wound. Not getting anything, and his reroll to wound is only in melee. All right, so into the assault phase now. My Chosen are going to, I'm going to spend 1 CP on auto stimulants on them, which allows them to charge even though they advance. So they are going to charge into both this 5-man squad here and the Rhino over here. So we need an 8-inch charge to get into both of them over here. And they're going to be in with a 10. All right, so that's going to be it for the charge phase. We're going to go into the fight phase now. So my opponent, at the beginning of the phase, spent 1 CP to expand the aura of his Foul Blight Spawn. And he's also the Ferryman, so it makes that it's going to be a 12-inch aura for ignoring or turning off your charge. So basically, my guys don't count as having charge, which does 2 things. 1, I lose my fight first. I also lose the +1 strength from being a Mark of Khorne. So pretty spicy, but it does mean that we're going to go basically into ongoing combat, which means my opponent gets to choose one of his units first. So he's going to go with his Marines over here. He is going to spend an additional CP to give them +1 to wound. And then we are going to go with, so +1 to wound. He has a bunch of different weapons in there. So what do you want to start with first?
Let's start with the mace.
All right.
Do my pylons real quick.
Yeah, he's going to do his pylons over here.
So the mace is going to be 2 attacks.
All right, the mace is going to have 2 attacks.
4s.
On 4s, that's going to get 1 hit.
And we are going to be winning on 2s, rerolling 1s for plague weapon.
What's the strength? I'm sorry?
The mace is going to be strength 6.
Oh, strength 6 on my tough 5 now because of that, so that is going to be wounding on 3s, but +1 to wound, wounding on 2s.
-1 toughness for death.
And -1 toughness because of there. So
2s rerolling 1s.
2s rerolling 1s. That's going to be a wound. AP.
-1, 3 damage.
-1, 3 damage. So it's going to be AP -1, so looking for a... but it becomes 0, so looking for a 3-up save. He's good. Woo! And now we're going to go with the flail over here. So again, hitting on 4s because of illusory supplication. Getting the 1 hit.
And then this will be a 2 again.
The 2 again.
Rerolling 1s.
No, rerolling 1s because of plague weapon. It is going to be a wound. AP.
-2, 2 damage.
-2, 2 damage, so it's going to become -1, so looking for a 4-up save. And he's good.
For that guy that came back.
And now we're going to go into the, what's that?
Power fist.
A power fist over here.
And after this will be the next.
So these are going to be 4s again. That's going to be 2 hits, pretty good. And then wounding again on 2s.
Not rerolling.
Not rerolling. That's still going to be 2 wounds.
-3, 2 damage.
-3, so these are going to be looking for -2, so looking for 5-up saves. Making one of them 2 damage. One of my guys is down to 1. And now his regular guys are going to go in here. 4s again because of illusory supplication. Okay, not that it mattered. These are now going to be wounding on, what's their strength?
Would normally be strength 4.
So strength 4. I am tough 5, but -1 toughness going to 4. So would be 4s wounding on 3s because of the +1.
Rerolling 1s.
3s rerolling 1s. Reroll that 1. Okay, so there you go. So that's going to be 5 at AP.
-1.
-1 becomes AP nothing. So looking for 3-up saves. Making them all. All right, so now my chosen are going to fight back over here. I'm going to put everything into his plague marines over here. I'm going to ignore the rhino over there just because of reasons. So we'll see how this goes. So these are going to be looking for 3s to hit. Alrighty, we'll come back to that. And these are going to be 3s to wound. Okay. Fair number of 1s and 2s over here. Alright, so there's going to be 5, 10, 11, 12 wounds over here. Looking for 6s to save because they're AP -4 with the icon of Mark of Corn and icon. And then Armor of Contempt makes it AP 3. So 6s to save.
Nope.
Makes one of them. So that squad will be wiped, which now means my chosen have all of the wontons. So it's basically a wonton soup. All right, then I piled into his rhino and into his, this is the, which was that one? The tallyman over here. So he is now going to roll the tallyman attacks over here, hitting on 4s because of, not that it makes a difference anyway when you roll 5s. They are tough 5, which becomes, or no, yeah, because he still gives the aura, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're down to 4, tough 4.
4s, no
So 4s to wound, no reroll. Okay, not that you need it. Here we go, 3-up saves. There we go, he killed a guy. Unfortunately, I don't get to fight back because I already fought, so that's fine. All right, so that's going to be it for the Creations of Bile turn here on turn number 1. So that will get me the 2 points for Specimens of the Spider. It will also get me 1 point for the primary secondary. Basically, in the mission, you get up to 3 kill points for killing units during the turn. So I killed a unit, which is pretty good. So that will be it for the Creations of Bile. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn number 2. All right, movement phase here for the Death Guard on turn number 2. His war dogs just kind of shuffled up here, looking to get some line of sight. We have these are going to be the Plague Marines that got out of the Rhino that I was engaged in combat, which fell back out of combat with me. His other Rhino moved up over here, still has all the guys inside of it. This Rhino moved over here, also still has all the guys inside of it. Back over here, his Lord of Contagion moved up over here this way, as did the what's his face? What's the guy with the wings again? I'm sorry.
Foul-Blight Spawn.
Foul-Blight Spawn also moved around over this way. The Tallyman did fall back out of combat over this way. This squad moved on to the objective there. They are going to be spreading the sickness back on this objective. Malignant Plaguecaster moved back over this way as well. And then these guys also fell back, looking to screen out his back zone over here while still staying on the objective over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so now his Malignant Plaguecaster is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto his Plague Marines over here.
Needing a 6.
He's a 6 to go off. Does not get it with a 5.
And we'll go for a smite.
And then you can see him around the corner over here, right? So he's going to go do a smite into my Chosen over there. Will go off on a 6. I will try to deny it with my Master of Possessions. Does not get it. I'm going to... I am going to...
Spicy smite.
Yeah, that is spicy. 1 second. No, I guess I'm not going to spend it because I could spend it on scoring it, like get a 4+, get it denied, but I'm not going to do it. So here we go. D3 mortal wounds from the smite, getting the 2. All right, the Foul Blightspawn is going to start us off in the shooting phase now into my Chosen here. So number of shots. It's going to be 6 shots. Do you want to reroll that?
No, we take those.
All right, so that's going to be strength.
7.
Strength 7. So looking for 3s to wound.
Rerolling 1s for plague.
Rerolling 1s because of a plague weapon. All right, so that's going to be all 6 wounds there, which is pretty fancy over here. These are going to be AP. What's the AP on this? I'm sorry. 1 second. AP -3, which becomes AP -2. I'm going to put it on the guys in cover over there. So we're going to go with... so it's AP -3, guys in cover, becomes AP -1, so we're looking for 4 up saves on these 3 guys over there. It's 2 damage apiece, you said, right? Yes. So I'm going to do all 6 of them into them. So 3 up saves because of... No, AP 3 becomes AP 2. It's 4 up saves. I could get there. So that's going to be a dead guy, that's going to be a dead guy, and that's going to be a guy on 1 wound left. I actually had the wounded guy there, but everything that wasn't a fail was a 6 anyway, so I was going to make it on that anyway. So he's good to... so it's going to be 3 dead guys over there. And now the Plague Marines over here are going to fire Meltas into my Chosen.
Hitting on 4s because of...
Hitting on 4s because of Illusory Supplication. Okay, no hits there. All right, so now his Dubro over here, the Armiger, so the War Dog, sorry, is going to fire. He's going to put the Melta and the Stubber into my Dubros over this side, and then he's going to put his Gatling Cannon into my Possessed. So we're going to go with the... What do you want to go first?
Melta.
Melta first. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s. That's right, because Illusory Supplication, but still 2 hits. 2s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP -4. So it becomes AP -3. A guy in cover, so it becomes AP -2. Looking for a 5 up save. And he makes it with a fill phase. Woo! And here comes the Stubber. That's going to be 1 hit over there. Looking for a 3. That is not a wound. And here comes the Chain Cannon. I keep saying Gatling Cannon, but that's probably the Imperial in me still having a hard time getting out of there.
We like chains.
Yes, your chains. That's right.
Whips and chains.
Whips and chains. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. Alrighty. So that's going to be 6 hits. He didn't spend the CP to so it was actually hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit into them. That's why. So it was like Illusory Supplication, but ground-based. Strength 6, right? So it's going to be 4 wounds over here. AP...
2.
-2, so it becomes AP -1, so 4 up saves. Failing 2 of them, so it's going to be 1 guy on 1 wound left. And then the War Dog in the front here is going to do the exact same thing, shooting into them with the other stuff, and then the Gatling Cannon, Chain Cannon into 4s into the regular Marines, cocked over there, so just regular. Nope, no hits there. And then we've got the Stubbers getting 2 hits. Looking for that's going to be 2 6s there. Because he has the what is it because of
+1. So it's
the Fell Blade, right? The Dread Blade ability on 6s, +1 AP and +1 damage. So that's going to be AP -1 and now 2 damage apiece here. So we're going to do it into the guy in cover over there. So it's going to be still 2 up save because it's becomes AP 0 and cover. And I make them both. And then the Chain Cannon. Again, hitting on 4s because of the terrain, not because of supplication or anything. Ooh. Okay, not bad. These are now going to be looking for 3s to wound again. Tough 5, strength 6.
6s.
And also 6s is better for him. So that is going to be 1 6 and 5 regular ones. So we'll do the
-3, 2 damage.
-3, 2 damage. We can do that 1 second. I'll just pretend. Doesn't make a difference.
-2, 1 damage.
So -2, 1 damage, which becomes -1. So 4 up saves on the regular ones. Failing 2 of them, so we'll leave kill 1 guy and leave 1 on 2 wounds. which is pretty perfect for this one, since this is now going to be looking for a 5-up save. And I didn't make that one, so it's going to kill 2 guys. Well, and again, everything, the same thing from his last 3rd armature into those guys and into my possessed. So the Melta into the Chosen. No hits. Again, Stubbers. No, well, 1 hit.
6.
No wound. And then we've got the chain cannon that's also going to be coming in over here. These are going to be looking for, again, fours to hit because of the terrain. All right. And then these are going to be looking for 3s to wound.
3's looking for 6s.
3's looking for 6s. So no 6s, but he did get 7.
The blessed number.
The blessed number for some.
-2.
AP -2, so it becomes AP -1, so 4-up saves. Failing 2 of them, so 1 guy will be on 1 wound left. And then that Rhino over there is going to fire into my possessed as well. These are going to be Kami Bolter here, hitting on 3s because he doesn't have to go through the terrain there. And then wounding on 5s, but not a 1, so nothing there. All right, so into the assault phase now. His Plague Marines are going to charge into my Chosen. Just what I wanted him to. 10 inches will, maybe get out the, like, close. Yeah, no, he definitely made it. And now the Lord of Contagion is going to try to make an 8-inch charge into them as well. Not going to make it with a 4. Do you want to spend CP?
No.
No. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. He's going to have his 10-man here. They're basically going to have 2 of each of the weapons that the other guys had here. So we're going to go with the mace first. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of Illusory Supplication. Getting 2 hits over there. Strength, wounded on, wait.
Strength 6 and you're -1.
Strength 6. I'm at toughness 4, so 3s to wound.
3's rerolling 1 for plague.
3's rerolling 1 because of plague. Or just roll double 2s. That's like something I would do. So apparently your dice are sitting too close to mine. I think you should keep them a little bit further away. Moving on to the which one is the flail? All right, the flail's coming in over here. Again, hitting on 4s because of Illusory Supplication. And then looking for, these are strength 7?
These are strength 5.
Strength 5, so looking for 3s again because of the -1 to my toughness. Re-rolling everything though because it's a flail, right? Oh no, because of the Arch Contaminator over there. All right, so that's going to be 4 in there. These are going to be AP. What's up? AP 2. Oh, AP 2, 2 damage. So it's going to be AP 1, so 4-up saves. Failing 2 of them, so 1 guy will be dead. But the flail does pile through anymore, or no longer that. So it's just going to do that. So that's going to kill 1 guy. We'll just keep that in mind because he's going to fight back. Because of Arch Contaminator, you should have re-rolled the mace as well. So we're going to re-roll those again here. See, into 2 hits there. AP -1, so it becomes 3-up saves. Making both of those. There we go. Can't change the past. That's just the way it is. We got the 2 Power Fists coming in here. Again, hitting on 4s.
1 Power Fist.
Oh, 1 Power Fist, sorry, on the Sergeant there. This is going to be wounding on a 2 because of -1 toughness. No rerolls, but he doesn't need it.
-3, 2 damage.
-3 becomes -2, 5-up save. Oh, with the Fill Face, he's good. All right, now my opponent spent 1 CP to basically give himself extra plague knife attacks here for the rest of the guys here. So these, again, are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so wounding on 4s because of the -1 toughness there. Rerolling everything, though, because of Arch Contaminator. Alrighty, so that's going to be 8 wounds into me over here. AP -1, which becomes AP 0. So looking for 3-up saves. Making them all. Woo! All right, so we're going to do the 1 guy who died fight back and the other guys together. So we're going to have 15 attacks between the 3 of them over there. We got 6 from the Sergeant with the 2 claws, 5 from the other guy with the 2 claws, and then the 1 guy who died had 4. So there's going to be 15 attacks here. I did spend 1 CP to get me +1 to hit. They're -1 to hit, so it's going to be basically just looking for the 3s. Okay, that 1 CP got me a couple more, which is not bad. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s. Okay. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP -4 because of being corn. So 6s to save. making none of them. So that's going to be 3 dead guys. All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn there. We do have leadership to take, so I will do my guys. My guys lost 4. They have leadership 9 because the champion is still there. So, of course, I failed that one. The other guy is going to stick around, though. So there's going to be one guy that's going to stick around over there. And then you lost 3 guys, right?
Yep, leadership 8.
Leadership 8, so on a 6 as well. Okay, that's what we do there. So then you've got 6 more, but it's not less than half, so it's only on ones. No, it's 1. One guy goes away. Okay, so he lost 2, and then I lost 1 to morale. All right, that is going to be it for the Death Guard turn here on turn number 2. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Creations of Bile here on turn number 2. All right, movement phase for the Creations of Bile here on turn number 2. We'll get back to these guys in a second. My Disco Lord has moved up over here. He had to only go 13 inches because he had to go across difficult terrain over there. The big booty spiders kind of followed along behind. He's going to stay in combat over here. My Terminators advanced up over this way. Master of Possessions moved up behind them. And the other Dubros moved up. His Legionaries moved up behind him too. The Dark Apostle moved up over this way. These guys stayed over here. They did get Illusory Supplication on them over there. These guys back over here stayed on the objective. These guys moved up onto the objective here. The Possessed moved up over this way. And in from reserves come my Raptors as well as my Obliterators. So everything's on the table now. We'll just have to see how it all goes. I guess you still have 2 rhinos full of Dubros, but that's about what I got there. All right, so we will come back to you with the Psychic phase. It couldn't go on the Possessed. It has to be core character or cultist unit, so he's going to put it on himself. All right, so first things first, we are going to Pact of Flesh onto my Chosen over here. That will go off on a 7 because of the extra +2s there, so you can try to deny it. That is your number. Yep, still my number now, though. So that will go off. And then we're going to do Mutated Invigoration as well. That will go off on an 8. You can try to deny it. Oh, no, you have no more denies. So that's going to go on the Chosen as well, giving them +1 toughness. All right, we're going to start off with my Disco Lord in the shooting phase into the back Armiger over here, or War Dog, sorry. 2d3 +2 because of Let the Galaxy Burn. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4, 5, 6. These are going to be strength 6, so looking for 5s to wound. So that's going to be 2 wounds. That's also going to be 2 mortal wounds into you over there because of his Warlord trait. AP -2, so that's going to be 2 go through, so that's going to be 4 damage from that plus 2 mortal wounds, so that's going to be 6 damage into him. And now my Obliterators are going to fire Ruinous Salvo into his into that back guy also over there. So this is going to be 1d3 each plus 3 each, so it's going to be 3, 4 plus 6, 10 shots that are going to be coming in. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right. And then Force Wound with Strength 7, Tough 7. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are going to be AP -2.
So 5s?
5s? No, nothing there. So that's going to be 2 damage apiece.
Dead down.
So he's going to be dead. Does he explode? Does not. All right, so now we're going to start off the assault phase now. My Disco Lord is going to declare his Armiger over here. I need a 9-inch charge to get in. My opponent's going to spend a CP to Overwatch with him. So here we go. Auto wounding on 6s because he is now inspired. Or what is it? No. Favored. So there we go. 6s to hit. Ooh, does get 1 with his melted, and it does auto wound. So that's going to be AP -4. So that would be AP -3, but still looking for a 5-up demon save because he is a demon engine still. Nope, goes through. So D6 damage.
D6 +2.
D6 +2. Oh, because I'm within half range. Okay, so that's going to be 5 damage. And here comes the chain cannon. That is going to be 2 6s, so those will auto wound. Those are going to be AP -2. AP -2 becomes AP -1, so looking for a 3-up save. Failed 1 of those. That's 2 damage or 1 damage? 1 damage. And here comes the Stubber. That is going to be 1 hit with an auto wound. Armor save. 2 up. He's good. And I need a 9-inch charge to get in over here. I really hope I do, because otherwise that wasn't worth it. 9-inch charge? Oh, not going to make it yet, but I am going to spend a CP to reroll that. Come on, baby. Do it. Do it. Oh, no, he's not in. That is painful. All right, so now my obliterators are going to charge in. They did a 9-inch charge because they just came in. No, they're not going to be in. And then I'm going to spend a CP to allow my terminators to charge. They're just going to charge the 1 rhino over here. Okay, there's the 9 that I needed. And now my possessor are going to charge into his poxwalkers over here. They'll make it with a 9, of course. And now my raptors are going to try to charge into them as well. They need a 9. We're not going to do it on a double 1. All right, so into the fight phase. My opponent, because of the range that I'm at over here, my terminators actually don't count as charging. So we're just going to go straight into the possessed over here, who piled into his poxwalkers, also touched into the marines over here. We're going to go with everything's going to go into the poxwalkers because they have to. That's the ones they charge. So we're going to have 26 attacks from them over there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. We'll come back to that. All right, so these are going to be wounding on 3s. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, one's a 2. So 10 are going in over here. These are going to be 2 damage apiece. So you're going into this feel no pains here. So we'll do 10. If you get any feel no pain, we'll reroll. Oh, getting a couple.
So 3 individuals.
So 3. 1 will survive. Okay. All right, so now my opponent's going to attack with his rhino, because these guys were fighting, did not get fight first because they didn't, because they charged, but they don't count as charging because they were within 6 inches of that guy. So here we go. These are going to be coming in with the rhino. No hits there. And now my Terminators are going to attack in here. They don't count as having charged, so they will not get the +1 strength from being corn, but they're going to go into his Rhino over here. So we've got 41 attacks that are going to be coming in. So we're going to do it 20 and then again 21 for the second set. So these are going to be 20 here, hitting on 3s. Okay. Got there. These are now going to be strength 6, so looking for 5s to wound. Okay, that is a number there. I'll take that. So that's going to be 5 wounds into you over here. AP minus 3, so it becomes AP minus 2. So 5s to save. Making one of them, so he's going to take 4 damage. And now another 21 attacks coming in over here. Hitting on 3s. Okay, that's a little bit better. But then wounding on 5s again. I get him. I get him. I get him. Here we go. Okay. That's a fair number in there. Oh, also a fair number of misses, but fair number. So we've got 7.
You need to make 2.
Yep. Here we go. Makes 4 6s, so it takes 3 damage, so he's still alive. And now his Plague Marine's going to get to go because he fight lasted my these guys and they were ongoing, so they're fine. So here we go. These are going to be
something on 3s because +1 -1.
3s +1 -1. Or put this because of Power Fist. No illusory supplication there, so he's just got 2 hits. You can reroll because of the Lord. Not meant to be on that one. At least he didn't spend a CP this time for it.
And now
strength, their toughness, yes, down to 4, so it becomes 2s. So that's going to be 2 there. AP minus 3, so it becomes 2 damage. So AP minus 3 becomes AP minus 2, so looking for 5 up saves. No, don't make either of them, so one guy will be dead. And here comes the Flail.
hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay, that's going to be all hits.
This will be wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Rerolling all.
Rerolling all because of the whatever the thing.
3 minus 2, 2 damage.
3 or 4?
Sorry,
4 minus 2 becomes -1, so 4 up saves. 4 ups, nope, failed 2 of them, so they're both going to be dead. So, but they do get to fight back, which is fun. All right, so now my guys are going to fight back over here. We've got the one guy who piled in. He's going to put all his attacks into the Tallyman, and then this other guy, my champion, is going to put everything into his Plague Marines over here. So we're going to do the 5 attacks into the Tallyman over there, hitting on 3s because he's not -1 to hit. Okay, just 2 hits. Womp womp. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 1 wound. AP minus 4. He'll take a wound. All right. And then we've got the 6 attacks into the Plague Marines, hitting on 4s because of -1 to hit. Okay, wow. And not even wounding there. Boom, boom. And now this squad back over here is going to attack into my possessed. So we've got the... What do you want to do first?
We'll do the Power Fist.
Power Fist first. Hitting on 4s, so that's going to be 2 hits.
Wounding on 2s, because they're -1.
Wounding on 2s, because they're -1 toughness. So it's going to be 2.
2 -3, 2.
-3 becomes -2. So looking for 5-up saves. Nope, failed both of them, so one of them will be dead.
Flail.
Flail.
Rerolling 1s.
Reroll 1s. Nope, not meant to be.
And then 3s rerolling 1s, or rerolling all.
Rerolling all.
So -2, 2 damage.
-2 becomes -1. 4-up save. Good to go on that one.
Right,
and then the third guy that's going to be able to get in there is a Plague Knife. Alrighty. Oh, okay. All right, so that's going to be 4.
-1, 1 damage.
-1 becomes -0, 3-up saves. Failing one of them. All right, so that's going to be it for the Creations of Bile here on turn number 2. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn number 3. Movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn number 3. These guys just kind of stayed where they were, right? I don't think you moved them at all. Yeah, they just stayed where they were. Over here, this is the unit that was in combat over there. They moved up over this way, getting closer to my Lord Discordant. Back over here, this was the unit that was inside of the Rhino over here. So this Rhino first fell back over here. Then the unit disembarked. 3 of them couldn't get out, couldn't be placed down there, so they died in trying to get out the door there. And then they moved around over here once they had disembarked. The Lord of Contagion had moved around over this way. These guys are disembarked from the Rhino that was back over here, moved up onto the objective over on this side. The Rhino moved around as well. The Malignant Plaguecaster moved onto the objective over this side. These guys spent 2 CP to Desperate Breakout from the Possessed over there and moved back onto the objective over here, so that leaves them open for getting shot at, which is what he was looking to do. This little bugger who is fearless over there just advanced onto the position over there. And then over here, these 2 characters just kind of moved up, one onto the objective over here, and he is going to be doing the Spread the Sickness over on this side. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you. Oh, and this guy, the Plague Spewer, actually advanced over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, Malignant Plaguecaster is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto his Plague Marines over there. He needs a 6 to go off. Will go off on a 6. I'm going to try to deny that. I will on an 8, and then he's going to try to smite my Possessed over there. Will with a 6. It's not with the CP. So go ahead. D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. Oof. Okay. Starting off the shooting phase here, his favored War Dog over here is going to fire into my Obliterators over here. So we're going to go with the Melted first. So it's going to be 2 shots. That is going to be no hits there. And then we have, this is going to be the Stubbers. Getting 2 hits. Tough 5, so it's going to be 1 wound. 2, I don't think is a save. Never mind, they are 2-up save. Okay, there we go. So now here comes his the chain cannon into them. Hitting on 3s. The 6s auto wound because of being fancy like that. And then these are going to be wounded on 3s, strength 6. Okay, all but 1 wound there, so it's going to be 7 wounds.
Minus
AP,
2, 1 damage.
AP -2, 1 damage, so it becomes AP -1, which means that we've got 7 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them. What's the damage again? Sorry, 1. So it's going to be 1's going to be down to 3 wounds. All right, so now this 10-man squad of Plague Marines is going to fire into my Possessed. We've got, what are we going to start with?
2 Meltas.
2 Meltas first. That's going to be 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -4 becomes AP -3. Doesn't matter. They're going to have their 5-up invul saves because of being demons. Okay, failed both of them. The first one, D6, is 3. That will kill a guy. And then 3 will kill a guy too. Oof, okay. And then we've got Plasma. Are you going to supercharge? Yep, supercharging. Okay, oof. I saw a few number of pips, but they were just enough to not kill him. And then 3 to wound. That's going to be a wound. AP minus 3 becomes AP minus AP minus 3 becomes AP minus 2, so still 5 up save. Oh, with the fill face, he's good. And then we've got some bolters firing in over here too. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Getting the reroll of those 2 1s there. Okay, that was pretty good. I guess the Lord of Contagion did yell enough. Yes. There we go. It's infectious. Yes, infectious. 5s to wound, though. Ooh, okay.
You are -1 toughness because I'm...
Oh, you're within range. Okay, so it's -1 toughness, so it will be forced to wound. So there's going to be 4, 5, 6 wounds here.
Yep, no AP.
No AP, so 6 3-up saves. Oh! Oh! It's the last guy. No, you've got enough stuff that you're probably going to do some other things. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. All right. And then the Rhino's going to fire into the Raptor over there. Raptors. 1 hit. That is a wound. But then, of course, they take a wound. All right, so now this Plague Marine squad over here is going to fire into my Lord Discordant, because he's the closest one over there. So we're going to have a Melta is going to be the first one to go here.
1 Melta, rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. Cocked. Does hit there. Strength 8, so 3s to wound.
Yep.
That is a wound. AP minus 4 becomes AP minus 3. So still a 5-up save is what it is. So here we go. No, I am really tempted to try to save his butt.
So I've got the crack grenade.
You do have a crack grenade. I think I'm going to spend the CP to reroll that. No. Okay, saw it for a bit. No. So this is gonna, I mean, it kills him because he's within 6 inches. So it's D6 plus 2. So he is dead. I don't think he does explode though. So he is just dead. All right, we forgot to do the skull thing, the link skull that he has over here. So he's actually going to use it because they're within 6 inches over here into my Terminators. So he rolls 7 D6s.
7 D6s.
And what is it every?
It's mortal wounds on 2 through 5. 5.
Mortal wounds basically on. So we got.
So 4s and 5s are 1 mortal wound. 6s are D3.
All right, so 4s and 5s are 1 mortal wound, and then it's D3. So it's going to be 2 plus D3 mortal wounds. Plus 1, so 1 guy will be dead. So now this squad over here is going to fire into my Obliterators. Yes. So we're going to go with the Melta first.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. That's no need to. It's a hit. And that's going to be a wound.
Invul.
With the 4 is not going to be an invul, so it will go through. D3 damage. Yeah, not within 6 inches for sure. For 2 damage. And now we got the bolters come in here.
3s rerolling 1s.
3s rerolling 1s. Reroll those 1s. Okay, pretty good. Looking for 5s to wound. Oh no, within the -1 toughness? Is it 6 inches? Yeah. All right, so you're actually looking for 4s to wound. All right, pretty good. All right, so that's going to be 6 wounds over there.
Armor saves.
Armor saves, so 6 2-ups. Failing the 1. Okay, he did. And then the other armor is going to fire into my Obliterator on this side. Oh my god, more dog. Here we go, Melta first.
3s.
3s to hit. That's going to be 1 hit. That is a wound because of their strength there. So this is looking for a 5-up invul. Oh, and he makes it. Here comes the Stubbers of Doom. Okay, 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. Of course, I failed that one. And here comes the chain cannon. See, I got that chaosy thing right. This time. 3s to wound.
Looking for 6s for the extra.
Looking for 6s for his extra stuff. But nope, getting 4 though.
-2, 1 damage.
-2, so it becomes -1, 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them, takes 2 damage. Into the assault phase now. This squad is going to charge into my Obliterator. To 9 inches, we'll get him in. All right, so now the Lord of Contagion is going to charge into my Terminators over there.
Can't fail it, but I can try.
He's definitely in with a 5 because he's like 1 inch away. And then the 10-man squad over here is going to charge into my Terminators as well. They'll make it with a 9-inch charge. All right, and then this squad of Plague Marines is going to charge into this big booty spider, but not his friend next to him, and into the Terminators over there. So they will make it in with a 9. Wow, 9s for days. Wish I had some of those. All right, so his Lord Discordant's now going to start us off in the fight phase. He is going to attack into my Terminators over here. So how many attacks again you get? 5 attacks over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s.
Because he's got the upgraded relic.
Because he's got the upgraded relic weapon over here. So that's going to be 1 miss over there. So these are now going to be strength 9. So would be wounding on 2s, but wounding on 3s because of my black rune of damnation on them.
3's rerolling 1s.
3's rerolling 1s. Not getting that 2 for reroll, so that's going to be 3 that go through there.
AP minus 4.
AP minus 4 becomes AP minus 3. So looking for 5 ups regardless. Making 1 damage.
This will be damage 3.
Damage 3, so that's going to kill 2 guys.
1 mortal in addition.
And doing 1 mortal in addition.
Thinking that you don't reroll.
And Arch Contaminator, so he actually gets to reroll all his failed wounds. So that does get a wound there. But that will be a save, so he's good to go. So those 2 are going to attack, are going to die, so they're going to attack into these guys over here. So we've got 8 attacks here, hitting on 3s. All right, and these are going to be 5. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds at AP minus 3. 3, yeah, because they don't have the icon, because you can't give Terminator's icon.
Cool. So this will be 5 ups?
5 saves, yep. Making 1 of them, so that's going to be 1 guy dead and 1 takes a wound. And now the Plague Marines are going to attack into my Terminators over here.
Start with the Power Fist.
Do the Power Fist first.
So this will be hitting on
4s.
4s,
yep.
rerolling.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Okay, that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on would be 2s, but 3s because of the black rune. Rerolling everything. Oh no, they're not. It's not a plague weapon. Yeah, so it's just going to be the 1. AP minus 3 becomes AP minus 2, so 4 up save. Good to go. Now on to the flail over here.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling the 1s. Okay, so just got that. And then wounding on would be 2s because I'm down to toughness 3 because of your aura. So, but 3s to wound because of the black rune. But these are plague weapons, so rerolling everything. Okay, just 1 more there. So it's gonna be 5 total over here.
Minus 2 damage.
AP minus 2 becomes AP minus 1, so looking for 3 up saves. Oh man, that's gonna kill the guy right there and actually put a wound onto someone else because I got 1 guy with 2 wounds there. 2 damage a pop, so that's actually gonna kill 2 guys. And now we've got the maces coming in.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s, okay. Okay, 1 hit.
And then on 3s, rerolling 1s.
3s to wound, rerolling 1s. Rerolling everything, right?
Yeah, so armor save, 3 damage.
Okay, 2 up save. Making it. And here come the plague knives.
So hitting on 3s, rerolling.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Okay. And then these are going to be looking for 3s to wound. 4s to wound because of the damnation.
Yep.
Rerolling everything though, right? Because they're plague weapons.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. There you go. That's pretty good.
So more armor saves.
Yes. So that's going to be 9 total armor saves over here. All right. Looking for 2 up saves. Failing 1 of them, so 1 will be down to 2 wounds. All right, so we're gonna go 1 at a time over here. We've got the first guy that's gonna go in. He's gonna have his 4 attacks into the rhino over there, hitting on 3s, because these are my guys striking back after dying. There's 2 of them there. So hitting on 3s. All right, that's gonna be 3 hits. Wounding on 4s, because they do get the +1 strength because they were charged. And his aura only takes away if I charge, which is pretty fancy. So here we go. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 3.
So 5 ups?
Yep. Saves. Making both of them. There you go. That's how he does that. So then the other guy's going to do the same thing into him. That is going to be 3 hits. That's just going to be the 1 wound.
5 up.
5 save. That's cocked. No. So he'll take 1 wound. And now into my Obliterate over here. We're going to go the Power Fist first.
The +1 to hit because they were on the field already.
They get +1 to hit. So it's going to be all hits there. Tough
8.
becomes 4, yep. So 2s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds.
Minus 3, 2 damage.
Minus 3, so it becomes 4 up saves because of Armor of Contempt. Failing 3 of them, he is dead. But he will punch back. All right, so here we go. 4 attacks back into him over here. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be all but 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. Okay, that's 2 wounds. AP minus 3, so looking for 5-up saves. No, so that's going to be 1 damage. Oh, 2 damage, but becomes 1 damage because of them, so it's going to kill 1 guy. And then these guys over here ended up tagging my other big booty spider. But they can't attack him, so it's just going to have the ones into the other guys. So we're going to start with the Power Fist.
So 4s.
So 4s to hit. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 3s. Nope, no wounds there. And then we've got the Mace. 2 attacks from the Mace. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
This will be on...
Strength what?
ER strength 8.
Ends up being strength 8, so 3s. That is going to be a wound.
Armor save.
All right, 3-up save. He's good to go. And then the Flail. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s because he's down to tough 6. Or yeah, 4s. So 4s. So that's going to be nothing there. All right, my 2 big booty spiders are going to attack back into them. They're just going to attack both together because there's no one else to go between here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. That was really bad. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 3 wounds. AP minus 3. So looking for 5-up saves because of Armor of Contempt. Making them all. Okay, that's how you do that. All right, so now my Terminators are going to put all their attacks into the Marines over there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Actually, you know what? I'm going to spend 1 CP for Fury of the Chosen to allow them to hit on 2s. I'm glad I did there. 1 second. And then looking for 3s to wound. Okie dokie. All right, so we've got 4, 8, 10, 11 wounds into you over here. AP minus 3, so it's going to be 5-up saves.
I can do those.
You can do those. You have been shown to do those. Yeah, not bad there. 3 made, so that's going to be 8, right? So it's going to kill 4 guys. All right, so that's going to be it for the turn here for the Death Guard. Pretty good turn, I would say. So now my Terminators do have to take a leadership test over there. So I lost 5 guys, leadership 10. So looking for a 6 would have them fail. Nope, don't fail that. My opponent lost 4, so he has to roll
5 or 6.
5 or 6 to fail. Nope, and then you have this other squad over here. Lost a bunch a couple for combat. I think they also lost. Didn't they lose a guy in combat? I think so, right? There should be 6 guys there. 1 second. They've also lost 4 because they lost the 3 getting out and then the 1 to combat. So again, a 5 or a 6, and they will fail. Failed on that one. So now you have 5 guys left, right? So it's not less than half though. So just the 1 will twist an ankle. All right. Movement phase for the Creations of Bile here on turn number 3. My Possessed moved up around this way, moved around there. My big booty spider fell back over to here because he was engaged. This big booty spider actually wasn't engaged, so he just kind of moved away from them back in over here because after the morale test was taken, he fell out. He was out of combat. These guys stayed in combat with them over there. These guys just moved up over here, so they are behind enemy lines. And then these guys moved up here. The Legionaries are going to raise banners over there, and everyone else is just kind of doing their thing. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so here we go. We are going to cast Pact of Flesh first. That will go off on an 8, but can be denied because it's not a 9 on the dice. But it will go off. And then he is going to cast Mutated Invigoration. That will go off on an 8 as well. I'm going to put that on the Terminators, make them tough 5, which will become 4, but that's fine. Still better than 3. My Raptors are now going to fire into the Poxwalker over here. Hitting on 4s because it's -1 with the terrain there. Toughness 4, right? So looking for 4 to wound. Getting 1 wound, that's all I need.
6.
No, he finally goes down. Big Booty Spider over here is going to fire into these Plague Marines. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. All right, that's going to be 1 wound. AP -2.
So 1, so 4.
4. Good to go. My Possessed are going to start off by charging into this squad of Marines. They'll be in with a 7. Big Booty Spider is going to charge into them as well. He'll be in. And over here, my Raptors are going to charge into his Plague Marines back over there. I need a 6-inch charge. And they're in with a 9. And now my Dark Apostle is going to charge in over here. And he's in with an 8. All right, so we're going to start with my Raptors over here. My opponent did spend 1 CP to increase his aura for his taking away the charge and fight last. So these guys aren't going to count as charging, but them and my Dark Apostle will. And he made my Terminators true fight last, so they're going to be fighting last. So we're going to go with the Raptors into his Plague Marines over there. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay. That's your number there. These are going to be strength 5, toughness 5, so looking for 4s to wound. Not bad. That's going to be 4, 8. AP doesn't matter because of Armor of Contempt. 3s, failed. 1.5, so 1.5 will be dead. And now my Dark Apostle is going to attack into his Marines over there, hitting on 3s. Oop, is it 3s or is it 2s? Oh, weapons skill 2, so 2s. Alrighty. These are not going to be wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3. At AP, doesn't matter.
Armor saves, 1 damage.
Armor saves. Okay, makes all of them. And then the Disciples get their attacks, because why not? Nothing there. So now my opponent's going to activate his Plague Marines over here, and he's going to go with into my Possessed. So
Power Fist first.
Power Fist first.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s, getting 2 hits, or 1 hit, sorry. That is a wound. And saves it with a Fill Face! Now the flail's coming. Hitting on 3, so it's going to be 3 hits.
And then you're a T4 now?
I am yes, T4 now. So 3s.
Rerolling ones.
Rerolling everything, right? Because of Arch Contaminator. Nope, not meant to be. So just 2. 2 at -2 becomes -1. So this is going to be looking for 4-up saves. Making 1, failing 1. And now the Plague Knives are going to come in here. Alrighty. Rerolling 1s there. Alright, and then these are going to be looking for 4s rerolling. Rerolling. Okay, not meant to be there. So it's just going to be 2. 3-up saves. Okay, of course. Alright, so then he's going to get his attacks back over here after dying. Okay, that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP -2.
So,
what's that?
So AP -1.
It becomes AP -1, yes. Force. Failing 1 would be 2 damage, but becomes 1 damage. Now my Big Booty Spider is going to attack. Oh, buddy. Wow. Okay. The big butt. But does get a wound. AP -3. So becomes 2, 5 to save. Of course, he makes it with a 6. And then these Marines are going to go into my Raptors. So we're going to go with the Fist first. It's going to be 2 hits.
And then on 2s.
2s to wound.
No rerolls.
No rerolls. So that's still being 2 wounds.
-3, 2 damage.
-3 becomes -2. So looking for 5-ups. Don't make either of them. So 2 damage. That's going to kill 2 guys. And then we got the Flail. 3s. And then strength 6.
Yes.
Okay. So 2s to wound because they're -1, right?
Yes.
So regardless, that's still going to 2. -2 becomes -1, 4-ups. Make 1, fail 1. 2 damage, you said?
Yes.
Oh, that's the 3rd guy dead.
And then the last knives.
And then the last knives over here.
Hits.
All right, that's going to be all hits.
And then 3s rerolling.
3s rerolling 1s?
Yeah, because that goes too far away.
Okay. Just the 1s. Okay. So that's going to be 4.
Armor saves.
3-up saves. Make all of those. Whew. And then my Possessed are going to attack over here. 11 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Oy. 3 at AP -2.
4-ups.
4-up saves. Failing all of them, so that's going to kill a guy and a half. Or is there a wounded guy? So it's killing 2 guys. Now he's going to activate his Marines. He's going to have 3 of them going into my Dark Apostle. Everyone else is going to go into my Terminators. So we're going to go into the Dark Apostle over here with the Fist, power fist, yep. Hitting on 4s because of illusory supplication there. Yep. Alright, so it's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be strength, wounding on 2s.
No rerolls.
Okay, 2.
2 invuls.
2 invuls here. Failed both of them, so my dude bros are dead. His little friends are dead. Okay. And now the flail into the Dark Apostle over there.
4 attacks.
4 attacks here.
Hitting
on 4s. That's going to be 3 hits.
This will be on 3s.
3s to wound.
3s rerolling 1s.
2s to wound, right? Because he goes down in toughness because of... oh no, strength 5, right?
5.
There you go. So that's going to...
So rerolling 1s.
Rerolling. Alright, so that's going to be 3.
-2, 2 damage.
-2, 2 damage. So it becomes -1. Fail one of them. Takes 2 damage, down to 3. And then Plague Knife attacks into him. That's going to be all hits. Oh no, 2 hits. Yep.
And then 3s rerolling.
3s rerolls. That's going to be 2 wounds. Fail one of them, so he's down to 1 wound. And then the knives into the Terminator squad. Alright, that's going to be all hits. They're going to be 4s to wound because of being tough 5 so down to 4.
4s rerolling all for their dude.
4s rerun all. Okay, so that's going to be 5.
5 armor saves.
5 armor saves. Failed 2, of course. And now the Lord of Contagion is going to attack him to me over here.
So on 2s?
Yep.
Not nice ones.
Okay, 3 hits.
Classic.
Strength 9, so 2s to wound.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. Nope, that's going to be 3 wounds.
-4.
AP -4 becomes -3, so 5 ups regardless. Oh, 3 are going to be dead. Actually, one of those wounds was a miss because of their rune of the black rune of damnation. So here we go. We're looking for reroll the wound. Nope, doesn't go in there. So actually, only 2 guys dead. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go over here with my Terminators into the Lord of Contagion over here. All right, I'm just gonna do all my attacks, including the 2 that died. So we got the 2 guys into the Lord of Contagion, and we've got the 4 guys into his Marines over there. So we got the 2 guys into the Lord of Contagion, including the Sergeant over there. So it's gonna be 9 attacks from them, hitting on 3s. Actually, I'm gonna spend a CP. Or actually, no. Yeah, it will make a difference against the other guys. We'll figure that out in a second. But I am going to spend the CP to allow them to hit on 2s. So these guys are going to hit on 2s. All right, getting 2 extra hits, which is pretty good. These are going to be strength. What's his toughness? 5. So yeah, so 3s to wound. No. Okay, that is going to be 5 wounds into him over there. AP -3.
So AP -2, so 4 ups.
All right, looking for 4 ups. Failing 3 of them, so you'll take 3 damage. And then the ones into the Marines, the 2 that died don't get the benefit of the +2, the +1 to hit. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Okie dokie. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 3 wounds. So that's 3 wounds, and then I will do the others, and then you can just do all your saves together. These are hitting on 2s. Cocked over there. Okay, not meant to be. And then 3s. So that is going to be 4. So it's a total of 7 wounds into your Marines over there.
My number.
Here we go.
So
AP -3, so 5 ups. Wow. Okay. So that's going to be 2.5 more guys dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Creations of Bile turn here on turn number 3. We'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Death Guard on turn number 4. Movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn number 4. This unit over here advanced, getting up onto the objective, which is pretty good for him. This other 2-man squad fell back out of combat with my big booty spider over there. His 2 war dogs have decided to move up into the grounds over here, both getting onto the objective there. They are obsec, so they're going to hold on to that. Tallyman moved up here as well. Then over here, everyone just kind of like, these two guys moved up, so the Rhino and the, what's his face? What's the guy called?
Lord of Contagion?
No, the other one. Lord of Contagion stayed in combat. Foul Blight Spawn moved up over here. The Marine stayed in combat over there. The Malignant Plaguecaster advanced around the corner over there, rolled a 6, so he was really booking it over there. This Rhino moved up over here. The other Rhino that was engaged in combat has fallen back out of combat, and these Marines have stayed in combat with my Raptors over there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so now my opponent's going to do Miasma of Pestilence onto his Lord of Contagion over here. Need a 6 to go off. That is a 6. Becomes a 7, so he's good to go. I'm gonna deny that, or try to deny that, I should say. Do not deny it. So then you're going to do Smite into my Dark Apostle over there. That will go off on a 6. That would kill him, wouldn't it? I'm going to spend a CP for Scorn for Sorcery, which on a 4+, my Terminators will be able to deny it. No, of course not. Okay, fine. All right, so here we go. His Tallyman's going to start us off in the shooting phase into my Possessed over here.
Plasma Pistol.
Plasma Pistol, not going to overcharge.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. That's going to be a hit. Strength 7, so 3s. No wound there. And now the Plague Spewer from the Foul Blight Spawn is going to fire into my Possessed as well.
So number of shots able to reroll.
Number of shots, can reroll it if he wants. Do you want to reroll? Gonna stick with the 6. Gonna stick with the 6 over there.
So you are T4 right now?
T4 because of your -1. Yeah.
3s rerolling.
3s rerolling.
Once.
Rerolling once.
Okay, cool.
It's not rerolling all?
He's not core.
He's not core. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So that's going to be 3.
-3, 2 damage.
-3, 2 damage. So it's going to be -2, -1 because of cover. So looking for 4s. That one's cracked over there. All right, making 2 of them. So one guy's going to be dead. The one melted gun over here is going to fire into my big booty spider. It's going to be hitting on a 4 because it's -1 to hit for advancing. That is a hit though. Wounded on a 3. No wound there. And now his War Dog over here is going to fire his Stubber into my Possessed and everything else into this spider over there.
Start with the Possessed.
We're going to go with the Possessed first.
Yep, so hitting on 3s, 6 is auto wound.
3s to hit, 6 is auto wounds. That's going to be 1 auto wound and 1 hit.
3.
That's going to be 2 wounds.
So this is AP1, 2 damage, which is negated by cover.
AP1, 2 damage. Okay.
And no AP1 damage.
And then no AP1 damage. So we got a 2 up and a 3 up. So we got, we'll do the 2 up first. Makes that one 3 up, of course. And then into the spider over there, we'll do the Melta first. That's gonna be 2 hits. 1 is auto wound, and the other one will also wound.
Extra damage too.
Extra damage as well.
It's gonna be D6 plus 3.
D6 plus 3. All right, so we'll do that one first. So looking for a 5-up save. Nope. And then we got the other one. Does make the save on that one, so it's just D6 plus 3.
That's like what I've been teaching.
So, okay, so 4 damage. And the chain cannon. Alrighty. And then these are going to be strength 6, so 3s to wound. 4s to, yeah, strength 6, right? I'm tough 7, so I go down to 6, so 4s to wound. Okay, so that's still going to be 1's extra.
So these are AP -2, 1 damage, AP -3, 2 damage.
All right, so we're going to do the AP -1, or AP minus, yes, AP -1, 1 damage. AP -1, 1 damage. So it becomes, AP -2, 1 damage becomes AP -1. So these are going to be 4-up saves. Failing one of those, and that's going to be 1 damage to him there. And then we've got, no, a 4 will not make that because it's AP -3, you said, right? So that would make it 5. So that's going to be giving a total of 3 damage to him. And then his other War Dog here is going to fire Stubber into my Possessed and everything else into this big booty spider. So we're going to go with the Stubber first.
So 3s.
3s to hit. That's going to be 3 hits.
And then 3s again.
3s to wound. That's going to be 2 regular wounds and 1 extra wound with the extra AP. So the extra AP is going to be AP -1, which becomes AP 0, but it's going to be 2 damage. So 2 up, no, it becomes AP 0 and then cover, so 2 up save. No, so he's going to take 2 damage and he is dead. Oof! And then we'll do the Melta.
over there. So
Into the big booty spider. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be both hits. 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. Going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. Nope, not meant to be. So here we go. Looking for a 5-up save. No, that's going to go through. D6 plus 2. I'm sure he's within 15, right? So that's going to be 4 wounds. And then his Gatling gun is going to fire as well. 3s to hit. All right. And then 6 toughness 6, so 4s to wound.
Because you're
Normally 7, tough 7, yeah. Okay. All right, so we got 1 with the extra stuff, and then 3 with the regular one. So we'll do the 1 with the extra stuff first. So that's going to be AP minus 3, becomes AP minus 2. So looking for a 4-up. Oh, 5-up? Nope. 2 damage. And then 3
minus 2.
Minus 2 becomes minus 1, so 4-ups. Making 2 of those, so he takes a total of 3 damage. Over here, his Rhino is going to charge into me in the assault phase. He will definitely be in with a 9. You're just rubbing in the 9s that you can get on charges that you don't need them for. I see how it is. All right, so I'm going to start off with my Raptors over there into his Marines. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good there. And then these are going to be wounding on 4s. Strength 5, toughness 5. So that's going to be 4 wounds into you over there. Armor saves.
Armor saves 1 damage.
Yep, so 1 more guy will be dead. Oh no, 1 guy will take a wound. I'm sorry, take a wound, sorry. All right, so he made my Terminators fight last, so we're just going to go over here now with his Marines into me.
Power fist.
I guess technically your Rhino would have gone, but it's fine.
I'm not.
Yeah, we're not going.
Power fist.
Power fist, that's going to be 2 hits.
We are not in reroll range. 2s.
That is going to be 1 wound.
Minus 3, 2 damage.
Minus 3 becomes minus 2. And that is going to kill a guy. Then we're going to go with the flail.
3s.
3s to hit. Okay.
And this will be your minus 1. So
Yes, so 3s. So
2s.
2, so is it strength 5 for the flail?
3s rolling.
3s reroll once. Yeah.
So 1.
Okay, so 1.
2 damage.
Minus 2 damage. And on a 1, he is dead. All right, so now the Lord of Contagion is going to go into my Terminators over there.
So hitting on 2s because you were not minus 1.
Yes, hitting on 2s.
Always 1.
Okay. 2s to wound. 3s to wound because of the black rune.
So 3s rerolling.
3s rerolling. Doesn't have any difference.
So it's going to be 4 minus 4 with 1 mortal wound at the end.
Okay, 4 with minus 4 becomes minus 3, so just looking for 5-up saves. Making 2 of them, so 2 will be dead and 1 will be on 2 wounds left. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go with the 2 guys that are going to die are the ones that are going to go into the Marines over there. They're going to strike into him, hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. Okay, 2. AP minus 3.
5s.
Takes 1 guy out. And then because those 2 guys that died took them out of combat over there, we're now going to go to my 2 guys in combat with the Lord of Contagion over there. So it's going to be 9 attacks here, hitting on 3s. Okay. And then wounding on 3s. Okay, that's going to be 4 wounds. AP minus 3.
Down to 2, so 4 for me.
Yep. Whoa, makes them all. That's how you do that. All right, so that's going to be it for Death Guard here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Creations of Bile on turn 4. All right, movement phase for Creations of Bile. Both my spiders have come over here to hold this objective over here, or trying to clear him off over this side. Back over here, my legionaries tried to advance to get behind enemy lines, rolled a 1. Re-rolled into a 1, of course. We got a t-shirt for that one. He's going to be over there. They are going to be out of there, but my Master of Possessions has moved around. Hopefully he can get a charge to get what he needs in over this way. My Terminators stayed where they were, and that's all I got left. So I guess I've got the 2 cultists who are just sitting back there getting points on the objectives, but that's what they do. All right, so we will come back to you with the Psychic phase. All right, first things first, we are going to do, whatchamacallit, Pact of Flesh. That will go off on an 8, but you can deny it. And he will with an 11. Oof, that is clutch. Then he'll do, whatchamacallit, the Mutated Invigoration. And that will go off on a 6 because of the +1 from his Eye of Tzeentch. All right, going into shooting now. We're going to go with my big booty spider over here. We'll do the close one first. That 6 is exploding now because of the wantons, so that's pretty good. I'll take that. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Okay, not bad. So that's going to be 5 at AP -2. So 4 up saves. Failing 1, so 1 will take 1 damage since it's usually 2. But that does mean we are now going to go into the other guy doing the same thing into that unit. Okay, with the explosion. That is going to be 3 more wounds. 4 up saves. Failing all 3 of them, so that's going to kill 2 guys. Master of Possessions is going to toss a crack grenade into his, whatchamacallit, your malignant plague caster, so a little bit of psyker on psyker violence over here. That is going to be a hit. That will be a wound.
So, armor save?
Yes. Oop, 3 up save. And he makes it. All right, into the assault phase. Big Booty Spider is going to start us off. He's going to be in, and his friend is also going to be in. And then Master of Possessions is going to charge in over there. He is also going to be in with a 10. All right, so my Master of Possessions is going to attack into his malignant playcaster here. So I'm going to have 5 attacks into him over here, hitting on 3s. All right, so that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 3s, strength 8, tough 5. That is going to be 3 wounds. AP nothing, so it's just going to be armor saves. Failing 2 of them. You are going to be doing, it's going to be D3 damage apiece. So it's going to be 4 damage. Yeah, he's going to die because he also suffers perils. So he's just dead. All right, there we go, Master Possession. And now my big booty spider over here is going to attack into those guys. Hitting on 3s. There we go. These are now going to be wounding on strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. All right, just the 2 wounds. AP -3.
5 ups.
5 up saves. Oh, it makes them both. Well done. And then his friend's going to do the same thing over here. Alrighty. That is going to be 3 wounds.
5 ups.
5 ups. Fail all of them. So that's going to be just a guy and a half dead. Okay, so now his War Dog is going to attack back into me because my Terminators are going to be fighting last because he made them fight last. So we're just going to go through everything here.
Hitting on 3s.
So, hitting on 3s with the War Dog. So that 6 is an auto wound. And that's not a wound there, so it's just the 1 wound. With a save. And now the Marines that I also tagged in there are going to fight into me.
So Power Fist.
Power Fist.
On 4s.
Hitting on a 4. That's going to be 1 hit.
And then on a 3.
3 to wound. That is a wound.
-3, 2 damage.
-3. It's going to go through. 2 damage, so he's down to 1. And here comes the flail. That is going to be all but 1 hit.
And
Strength 5, right? So 5s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. Rerolling 1s. That's going to be 2 wounds.
4 ups.
4 ups. Oh, fail 1 is dead. Does he explode? Oh, come on, buddy. Wait, one second. No, I got no CP. He does on a 5+. Yeah. All right, basically everything over here is getting hit. They're all getting hit. He's getting hit, and even he's getting hit. So we're going to start from over here onto my guy. D3 mortal wounds. Just takes the 1. This guy over here will die. So he is going to go down. Into the squad over there that just killed him. Taking 3 mortal wounds, so 1.5 guys dead. Then we've got into this squad, into the War Dog. Is going to take 2 mortal wounds. And then over into here, into that guy, D3 mortal wounds. Just the 1 mortal wound, so he will be alive. And then the Lord of Contagion is going to attack in over here.
2s.
2s to hit. Okay. And then 3s to wound because of the black rune. Rerolling everything because it's a plague weapon. So that's going to be 2. Basically 5 up saves because it's AP -4.
I've got 3 extra.
Making 1, so 1 will be dead. And I'll just do his attacks at the same time into the Lord of Contagion over there. So hitting -1 to hit. So that's going to be 4. That is going to be 3 wounds. 3 4-ups. Ooh, he's still alive. All right, so that's going to be it for the Creations of Bile turn here on turn number 4. We will come back to you with the movement phase for the Death Guard on turn number 5. Movement phase for the Death Guard here on turn number 5. His Plague Marine moved on to the objective over here and started to spread the sickness. His War Dog moved around here to get line of sight onto my poor cultist that ain't done nothing wrong. Over here, his Lord of Contagion fell back out of combat with the Terminator. Boo that man! Boo! So he moved over there. His tally man is done tallying his bananas, so he's probably just going to chill out here on the objective. The War Dog did move up around here to get some shooting down range. Malignant Plague Caster, or not Malignant Plague Caster, the Foul Blight Spawn moved around over this way. The Rhinos fell back onto the objective over here because parking lot, I guess. Then back over here, the Marines have moved around to look at my Master of Possessions, which is rude. The other Marines over here are also looking at my Master of Possessions, which is also still rude. And the Rhino moved back over here, tapping into the objective, I think, over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase because I killed his Psyker. Yeah. All right, so this War Dog here is now going to start shooting. He's going to spend 1 CP to give him re-rolling 1s against units in their own deployment zone, and then he's going to spend 2 CP to have exploding 6s. So they're going to go back over here into my cultists who ain't done nothing wrong.
Stubbers first?
We're going to start with the Stubbers first.
So hitting on 3s, re-rolling
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
6 auto wound.
Okay, 6s auto wound. 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 more wounds. That's 3 total wounds.
Yep. Armor save.
Armor saves. Make 1 of them, so 2 are dead so far. And then we got the Melteds coming in here.
When do you want to play?
Rerolling 1s. Oop, that's a 5, so that's going to be 2s to wound. There we go. That's 2 more dead guys, because there's no way I'm getting a save for that. And then we've got the Gatling gun. Here comes the Gatling gun.
Yeah, I'll lose this. I'll lose several squads to turn the.
Alrighty. Rerolling 1s.
You won't lose several squads.
All right, and then 3 autos wounds so far. Oh, and exploding 6s.
I think I missed a stutter.
You may have run it, but it's fine. And here we go. Okay, these are strength 6, right? So it's going to be everything there. So it's like a billion D.
AP3, AP2.
Okay,
AP2.
they're dead. They're all dead. They're dead. Foul Blight Spawn is going to flame into my Terminator over there.
Rerolling number of shots.
Number of shots, re-rolling. You're going to stick with the 4? Fair enough.
I'm scared.
Would be strength 6, right?
7.
Strength 7, so would be 3s.
Would be,
Oh no,
would be 2s.
would be 2s, becomes 3s because of Black Room.
Rerolling 1s for plague weapons.
Rerolling 1s because of Plague Weapon. Nope, nothing there, so it's going to be 3.
AP3, so...
AP3 becomes AP2 with 1 for cover, so 3s. Okay, down to 1 wound. 2 damage to pop. Womp womp, you did. And then this War Dog over here is going to fire everything into my my Legionaries back over there. So we're going to go with the Melta first. That's going to be 1 hit. Does get a wound. AP -4 becomes AP -3, so 6s. Nope, that is going to be a dead guy. Oh no, D3, D6, yeah. Okay, there you go. Like I said. Wait, going to spend his last CP.
It's a trap.
Into another one. Like I said, I've got that T-shirt you might want to look into purchasing over there. Here come the Stubbers.
Plus 450.
Okay, 3 hits. 2 wounds.
AP1.
Oh, AP1s, but becomes there.
Armor saves.
Armor saves, making them both. And here comes the chain cannon. All right. Ooh, not bad at all. And now wounding on strength. Down to 3, so 2s.
2s, no rerolls.
Double points.
No need to reroll here.
AP3, 2 damage.
AP3, 2 damage on those 4 there, so we'll do those ones. So the 4 are going to be AP3, so looking for 5s. I make 1, so that's going to be 3 dead. And then we've got 6 saves coming in over here. Looking for 4s. 1 damage. That's going to kill 4 guys. So 1 guy's with 1 wound left. I think so, right? I think so. All right, so now into the charge phase. His War Dog is going to charge into my Big Booty Spider. And he's going to get in. 3-man squad is going to charge into both my legionary over there and my master possessions on this side. And that's going to be in over there.
And then that squad's going to go to
And then this squad is going to charge into the master possessions as well. And they're going to be in. All right, so we're going to start over here with the war dog into my big booty spider. Here we go. 3 attacks. It's going to be on auto hit. Is it hitting on 3s?
Auto wound.
Yeah, auto wound and hitting on 3s, right? Yeah. And that's a, what's your strength?
6.
Then this wounds will wound on a 4.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm down to 6. Yeah. There we go. So that's 2 wounds there. Yeah, -1 toughness, because this guy's standing right over here, making a -1 toughness. So that's 2 AP. What's the AP? No AP over here? Making them both, unfortunately. I wanted to explode! I wanted to explode, because then I would have killed this guy. That would have been fun. And then we got the 3-man squad over here, so it's going to have, what is it, 2 guys into the Marine, into my Legionary, and then 1 into the Master Possession. All right, so this is the Power Fist into the Legionary.
Force.
4s to hit, getting 1 hit.
And then 2s.
2s to wound. That is a wound.
-3, 2 damage.
-3.
5.
Not on a 3, so he will be dead on that 2 damage.
All right, and then the plague knife.
And then the plague knives into the plague knife into my master possessions. Just gonna get the 1 hit. Not gonna wound with a 2. And then that 5-man squad is gonna attack into, or 4-man squad now, I think, right?
4.
4-man squad. It's gonna attack into my master possession. So we're gonna go with the knives first, right? Don't you want to do the knives first? Because he's Zinch. He's got Mark as Zinch, so he's trying to get like 1 failed save here. So these are gonna be hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 3s. No, yes, 3s. Yeah.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. Reroll that 1. All right, so that's going to be 3.
Armor saves.
Armor saves. 3 ups. All right, so see, there you go. I failed that one, but he's Zinch, so that counts as 0 wounds, or 0 damage there. So, and then we're going to go into the Power Fist.
4s.
Hitting on 4s.
And then 2s.
2s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -3, right? So 2 makes both of those. Here we go, Master Possessions.
Flail.
Flail, baby. That's going to be all 3 hits there.
And
Strength 5, so 3s to wound.
rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1. Ooh, good thing you're rerolling those 1s. That's going to be 2. Oh, no. Yes. Oop, 2.
4 ups.
Making up both. Master of Possessions for the win. Woo! And now my Master of Possessions is going to attack into the 3-man squad over there. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, because strength 8. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP minus, doesn't matter, armor saves. Making 1, failing 1, D3 damage. 3, which becomes 2, so he is dead. And now my Spider is going to attack into his War Dog over there. Okay, not if you're going to do that. That is a wound, though. AP minus 3.
6.
So 6 up. No, he will take 2 damage. All right, and that's going to be it for the Death Guard turn here on turn 5. And that's what we're going to call it, because there's literally nothing I can do to get really more points. I can get 2 points for behind enemy lines if my Master of Possession survives over there. And I can be on 1 objective at the end of the game to get that. So it's not looking good for Homestar Runner here. So Creations of Bile will probably just go back and collect whatever bits of Astartes they can to bring back to Fabious Bile himself and call it a day. So a victory to the Death Guard, and a man, that was a bloody game. And your rhinos are the MVPs because they just would not die, left and right, just not dying and just being a thorn by his side. Oh, killer. But a ton of fun. I do want to thank my opponent Robert for coming up. Him and some guys came up from the Hobby Goblins down in Jacksonville, came up to see it. I will put a link to their website down below in the description. Go check them out. They're awesome guys, really looking to push the hobby and push just a lot of stuff with the gaming. So you have the competitive side of this, like these were 2 very competitive lists going at each other and just busting heads, but also there was the emphasis on the hobby that they're trying to work on. So go check out what they've got going on. Super nice guys, and I was really glad to have them up here and just had a really good time. So thank you very much for coming. I appreciate that. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.